Well, just really proud of this week and both games. Team was really locked in and took care of business and got a lot of contributions today from a lot of different players. I love the balance of our effort today. That's okay. Do I gotta get my frogs up right now?
Can't even turn it off.
That's okay. And obviously we were a player down today, and so when that happens, you need a lot. And Sedona's just so important and plays such a huge role on both sides of the ball for us. You need other people to step up, and so just really proud. Deasia did a heck of a job. Almost had a double-double. So proud of Deasia. Her and Aaliyah did a heck of a job in the middle. And then the guards, they play a lot of zone, did a great job sharing the ball, driving and kicking, creating. I think we had 26 assists tonight. So I just love the way that this group shares the ball, the way they play together. As long as we get stops and get out in transition, we're tough. We're really, really tough in transition. So now we get to turn the page and start focusing on our opener in the Big 12.
Can you talk more about Deasia? I mean, she had that coast-to-coast on Sunday, and then obviously big shoes to fill tonight, but seemed to be a solid contributor at both ends of the floor.
She works really hard, and I'm really proud of her. She puts in, Nolan works with our post players, Nolan and Chavi, and Deasia comes in and gets in extra work almost every day. And so it's neat, like when, Sedona wasn't feeling well, so staff was excited for Deasia because she's ready. There's kids that prepare and wait for their time, and Deasia is one of those kids that's been waiting and ready for her moment, and she had a heck of a game today, so couldn't be more happy for her.
You were subbing a lot early. Was that just trying to get fresh legs, or are you still trying to find some right combinations there?
No, we wanted the tempo. Without Sedona, we really wanted the tempo to get up and down. And we knew we wanted to do that. And so I wanted to make sure we got people in and out to continue to keep that tempo up. And it worked. And we got the game going the way we needed it to. And just over the course of 40 minutes, didn't think that they could keep up with us.
Coach, last year you had more than your fair share of injuries and had to play through a lot of this, but is it nice for the first time this year, you don't want Sedona sick, but to see how your team responds without a key piece?
Absolutely. The journey of a season, injuries happen, sicknesses happen, and so you take the hand you're dealt, you make the best of it. We learned that last year, and so Sedona is such a unique player. You can't replace her, but this team's depth, the talent, the weapons, we can play small ball. And last year, getting to see Aaliyah play the center position for us, I have such comfort in Aaliyah, and she's just such a smart player. And so we're able to absorb stuff that unfolds this season. And so far, we've been very fortunate. This was game 11, I think, or is it 12 now? 12. And so we've been very fortunate with our health, but it's neat as you build a program. You just continue to increase the talent each year, and your depth grows each year. And so I feel comfortable. All 14 kids that we got on our roster can go out there and contribute.
So Samford put a career high, or a season high against you guys offensively. How much of that is not having Sedona kind of protecting the paint? Can you talk about her importance, especially on that end of the floor?
Yeah, Sedona might be the best shot blocker, rim protector in all of college basketball, and you can't duplicate what she does. And so, but the trade-off was you also wanted to create tempo and really make this game a shootout and get the game going up and down. And so, obviously, you missed Sedona's rim protection, but we purposely wanted to make sure we played fast.
Madison had 5 3-pointers in the first quarter, finished with, I think, 8 tonight. Again, I don't think you can say enough about her, but 1,000-point scorer now. Just the performance, she put 33 total tonight.
Yeah, Madison's explosive. And that's every single night that she steps on the court. She has the ability to hit 8-10 threes, and she got up 16. And they were 16 great shots. She made 8. She's capable of going 12 for 16. I see it every day in practice, and she does it often in practice. And so I love how our team shares the ball. She was the hot hand today. We got her the ball. And we have a lot of kids that have the ability to be explosive on the offensive end. Tonight, that was her night. And they zone. And so when teams zone, you kind of lose track of the shooters. And so they lost track of Madison, and we did a great job finding her. But overall, we hit 16 threes tonight. Jeez, I didn't know that. Took 35, so that's a good percentage. But yeah, offensively, we're explosive. Our biggest thing, you got to get the ball. You got to get stops, get in transition, push the tempo. And when we get to do that, we can get cooking.
Back-to-back great games from Hunter, especially tonight, but she was obviously efficient the other day as well.
Yeah, Dono, again, this generation in college athletics, everybody wants it to be instant, and it's not that simple, it's not that easy. And so just like Deasia's in there working every day, Dono's done a heck of a job staying in the lab, getting up extra shots. Chavi does a really good job putting in work with her every day. And she is blossoming and growing. And so that's what's neat about this team. There's a lot of talent, which you need in order to win at the highest level and to compete for a Big 12 title and do what we want to do. And so the last 2 games, like you said, Donovan's played fantastic. She's shooting the ball really well, and she's getting rewarded. Trust me, she is getting up a lot of shots and working on her craft. So it's fun when you see young people rewarded.
Can you kind of just speak to her maturity too? Because she's been in and out of the starting lineup. Her role has changed a lot over the last couple of weeks. Like, that can be hard on a player, but she seems to be handling it really well.
Yeah, and really her role hasn't necessarily changed. I mean, we want her to do the same things, and her minutes are, my guess, are very similar. And so whether you start, whether you don't, I've said all along we got a lot more than 5 starters. And so sometimes you want to play small, sometimes you want to play big, and there's different matchups that we use. But I feel really, really comfortable with our top 7-8 kids. Any combination that's out there, whether they start or not, can impact the game. And so I'm just proud. We have a special group of old veterans, mature, that understand this is a long season. And at the end of the day, and I preach this, we want you, whether you play 30 minutes, whether you play 5, the season's long, and you want to be a better basketball player when April rolls around than you were in October. And that's a valuable lesson for young people, is you run the course and you work at your craft and you stay in the gym and you keep improving. And so this is a group that understands that. It's a very mature group.
You've coached a lot of great backcourts in your career. Where does this one rank among them?
That's a really good question. Those St. Mary's backcourts, I mean, Patty Mills and Mickey McConnell, and then it went Mickey McConnell, Matthew Dellavedova. That was a heck of a group. And then at Oregon State, Jamie Weisner, Sydney Weiss were elite, and Maite Cazorla and Sabrina Ionescu were elite, and Mignon and Sabrina were elite. And at Sac State, we had some really good backcourts. You guys, I'll tell you what, if you're a good playmaking guard, I don't think there's a better place in college basketball to come play with our tempo, our pick and roll, and the freedom that we give guards. And I think it's evident. We've taken a lot of guards for whatever reason that kind of needed a second life or a second chance, and have just absolutely blossomed. And so I'll tell you this, there's not a better place for a guard to come and to create and make plays, and we turn them loose. And so now, last year we didn't get to see Jaden Owens and Madison Connor come to full fruition. That would have been an explosive backcourt. And now you got Haley and Connor in the backcourt. And but this year we got so many playmakers with Donovan, Una, Connor, Haley. So we got playmakers everywhere. And that's the deal. We want to spread you out. We want to play fast and turn these guards loose. And obviously you need shooters and bigs to complement it. So great question.
You alluded to it. You guys start conference play on Saturday at UCF. Last year when you played UCF, you'd come off the tryouts and all that. Things just look so different. Going to year 2 for you of Big 12 play. Just kind of what are your thoughts going into that first game?
Yeah, I love that. That's a special memory. That's might be one of my all-time favorite moments in my coaching career. Was we had open tryouts. You had to forfeit games. We had the Underfrogs. In our office, there's a massive mural that I will never take down that we made that has the score of that game and pictures. Collage of pictures from that game. And you guys, that's kind of. That game kind of laid the foundation of grittiness, of toughness, of resilience for our program. And that will be something that we will always cherish and hang our hat on. And so now we get to go play those guys again. Obviously it's on the road, but it's a brand new team. They have a new team. We have a new team. But reflecting back, that game will be as meaningful as any game we ever get a coach here. And so that was fun. That was a wild journey. Hopefully we don't have to do that again. But I'm really proud of that moment in that game.
What did you learn in your first kind of go through in the Big 12 that you think is going to help you as a coach?
Yeah, the league's unbelievable. The coaching is unbelievable. The talent, the wide range of styles that you face. It's a blast as a coach. It's challenging to prepare every night. And we got our scouts all delegated amongst our staff, and so we're really excited. I think our preseason has helped prepare us. The NC State game, the Notre Dame game, the South Carolina game, South Florida. We played a really tough schedule, which is why our net, I think, is at 7. So you did that in preparation of what the Big 12 has in store for us. And so there's 18 games that you got to lock in and bring it.
You were here last night watching the men play, having, a solid program on the other side of you on this campus. What do you learn from Jamie Dixon and just watching those guys play too?
Well, Coach Dixon and his staff have been unbelievable to our program from day one since we've been here, and they've been so helpful. We have a great relationship with them and talk hoops all the time. I love his staff. And so I got a chance. There's not many games where you get to come where we're in town and the men's are playing. So anytime I get a chance to support Coach and their program, I always want to do that. And that was a battle, and they found a way to get a gritty win. And that's what it is about. In November and December is just finding ways to win. And then both the Big 12 men's side's a juggernaut, the women's side's a juggernaut. And so it's fun to root for each other. I know he sent me a message right before the game wishing us good luck, and I do the same. And so it's fun, the relationship we have with those guys. And that's what makes TCU really special. This athletic department, where the facilities are, there's a ton of overlap with the coaches and the coaching staff. So it's fun. I know when we played South Carolina, Coach Dykes was there and Coach Charlos was there. And so it's what makes TCU special.
Did you have any words for encouragement? Has he leaned on you at all as he deals with just a massive influx of injuries as well?
Coach Dixon, no. He knows more about, he's probably forgot more basketball than I know. So he doesn't need my advice, but I just encourage him and encourage the staff. So.
And we can't forget, Coach, who did the scout this week?
Okay, this one, you guys, Nolan. Nolan was on this one. He was Mr. Bulldog. We name our coaches the mascot of the opposing team, and so he was dialed in on these guys and knew them, and we did a great job. They have a really good center, and so I'm proud of Aaliyah and Deasia, how they worked together to neutralize her. And so defensively, we did a great job tonight. Proud of them. Our coaches have done a phenomenal job all year on the scouts.